Alright, so I'm finally pissed off enough of listening to this stupid healthcare debate. Both sides, nobody knows what the hell they're talking about, and I can't get my head around this, so I'm finally bringing it out to YouTube, see what you people think. But this is just ridiculous. Everybody breaks it down this stupid capitalism versus socialism dynamic, and it's stupid because it's not that simple, and it's not even about capitalism or socialism. I mean, truly, yes, when it comes to paying for something, if you want the best bang for your buck, yeah, capitalism does seem to be, the way to do it. When you walk into a doctor and you say, all right, there's something wrong with me, and they say, well, it's this and it's going to cost a lot of money to fix it. You say, all right, well, here's everything you need. Make sure you do a good job. Like, yes, that is truly the best way to handle the situation. Make sure that the doctors get what they want so you get what you want. That's the exchange. That's the way it works. But trying to say that, getting rid of insurance companies is socialism. No, no. But insurance companies are the big fucking problem, and here I'm going to explain to you why. All right? Insurance companies are companies, corporations. They're motivated by profit. It is not in their primary interest to help you. Their job is to make sure that they get as much money as possible for their shareholders. That is their obligation. Their obligation is to their shareholders, people who invest in the company, not you, not their customers. All right? And here's how it works. It's a gamble. What they do is when they set all this up, all this shit that they do, they set it up so hopefully there's fewer people getting sick. The cost of keeping the people that, they're taken care of, that it costs less than the overall amount of money coming in, that hopefully people get sick less often at less of a cost than everyone else just paying that little trickle of cash. And so what you've got is the cost of what they do pay to take care of the people they've agreed to take care of, and then all the extra money. And the fewer people they have to pay to take care of, the more money they have to distribute among their shareholders. This is how it works. This is, this is the profit motive. That's, it's a fucking corporation. That's how they're set up. That's how they're designed to operate. Okay? So when it comes down to, whether or not if they can find a way to not cover you, then they will. That is their motivation. All right? It is not in their interest to help you. It is in their own interest to not help you. All right? It's the way it's set up. It's not that they're evil. It's just that that's how they function. Because it's about shareholders and the money they get. All right? And it's not to say that an insurance company can't work in, kind of an idealistic moral sense. Because it can. They can. If you had one person who was in charge of doing it right and making those kind of moral judgments, but they're not. Moral judgments is not what they do. It is not a part of their framework. So, fuck it. So we've established that insurance companies are, you can say greedy, but I wouldn't really want to use that word either. But it's not in their interest. And given that, insurance, especially in the private sector, is not the best way to go when you're talking about your fucking health care. But the big problem is these extraordinary costs of health bills. So what are you going to do? You're going to look to your government? And the other problem is, then you've got, that's the other side of the spectrum. If you can't afford to pay for it yourself, so you look to these insurance companies, but it's not in their interest to fucking pay for it either. So you look to the government, but governments are fucking retarded. Look at everything that's going on in the past, even, Obama, and he's, he was supposed to be the beacon of hope, and he still can't do shit. The Democrats, they've got the majority, and they still can't fucking agree. They don't know. They don't know what they're doing. All they know is which side they're on, so, there is no hope. But all we can agree is none of this works. If you can't pay for it yourself, the insurance company doesn't want to pay for you. The insurance company doesn't want to pay for your health because it's not in their interest, and then the government can't because governments are stupid. They're incompetent, and actually governments overall bleed money because they're not run very efficiently either. So regarding healthcare, you're fucked. But if that puts in perspective, then maybe, you'll be a little bit more motivated to not get sick. Go running. Do something like that. That would, rather than smoke a carton of Marlboros or whatever. But, or just don't complain when nobody's able to take care of you and you're dying. But it's either your responsibility to stay healthy, your responsibility to be able to pay for when you're not healthy, but don't look to other people to take care of you. It's not going to happen. And if it does, then you're lucky. But more often than not, it's not going to work out. So I urge you to try and come up with some other solutions. Best of luck.